ठीक है, शुरू करें फिर। तो let's discuss about now the new chapter, that's called the membership. And in the membership, what are the topics we are going to learn? Let's look at into. So in the membership, my dear students, the first question is the meaning and the definition. वो हम सबसे पहले करेंगे. Second is difference between shareholders and members, we are going to learn. Third is who can become member. Few questions are coming out of it. Then modes to seize the membership, rights of membership members, and the sixth one is the whether GDR holder a member. So these many topics I want to discuss in today's class. Got it? Meaning and definition, shareholders and the members, who can become member, modes to seize the membership, rights of members, whether GDR holder a member or not. So once I complete this much part, this chapter will be ended. This completion, I think 1.5 maybe, I would like to complete within that time. After then we will go with the deposit in charge. So maybe today deposit I think should get over. Charge something I would start, and I will try, let's see what happens. ठीक है, हो सके उतना आज तीनों तीन छोटे टॉपिक में खत्म करने की कोशिश करूंगा, लेकिन डिपेंड्स कि आप कैसा कोऑपरेट कर रहे हो उस हिसाब से. ठीक है, थैंक यू टू सुनील सर. टुडे ड्यू टू सम सर्कमस्टेंसेस उनका जो सेशन है मुझे थोड़ा मिल गया है, तो आई वाज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल नॉट प्लान्ड, मुझे रात को ही बताया गया, तो आई हैड टू चेंज सम स्केड्यूल उस हिसाब से. बट ठीक है, तो उसका हम थोड़ा यहाँ पे लेवरेज ले लेंगे. तो फिर बचा क्या आपका, फ्यामा कल से शुरू हो जाएगा. फ्यामा मैं कंप्लीट कर लूँगा. शायद कंपनी इनकॉर्पोरेटेड आउटसाइड इंडिया, जो मैंने बोला था पहले कि वो प्रोसीजर ये ले, वो मैं आपको एक रिकॉर्ड करके दे दूँगा. LLP ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड है, वो मिल जाएगी. सिलेबस अभी खत्म हो गई. कौन सा? That would take somewhere around 3 to 4 hours. वो आपके मिनिमम 10 आवर्स चाहिए मुझे, अगर ठीक से करें आप. अगर आप चाहो तो 2 घंटे में भी खत्म कर सकते हो. आप बताओ, BI वाली टेक्निक या बाहर वाली टेक्निक, आप डिसाइड करो. मैं दोनों में कंफर्टेबल हूँ.
इसके बाद जब 26 से DT के सेशन स्टार्ट हो गया, उसके बाद आपने वो स्लॉट नहीं मिला.
उसके बाद रिविजन्स आएंगे. रिविजन सर बोले हैं, कुछ प्लान कर रहे हैं, तो अभी एक बार आप कृतिका मैम से बात कीजिए. आई थिंक देखो, कुछ चीज़ें मैं आपको नहीं बोल सकता या मैं ऑथराइज्ड नहीं हूँ. देखो, हमारा जो मेन मैनेजमेंट होता है वो इस बेस पे नहीं होता कि बच्चों को खुश करना है. आप मेरी बात समझ रहे हो? अगर मुझे आपको खुश करना है तो यहाँ पे पढ़ाने की जगह अगर मैं स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी या जोक्स क्रैक करना चाहूँ तो आप तालियां बजाओगे मेरे क्लास में. बाजार में ऐसे फैकल्टीज चलते हैं, लेकिन रोना तब आता है बच्चे को जब वो एग्जाम का पेपर देखते हैं. तो हमारे जितने भी स्ट्रैटेजीज होती है, जब भी हम, हाँ जी, जितनी भी स्ट्रैटेजीज होती है मीटिंग में बैठ के कि चलो बच्चा कंपेयर कर रहा है, हमारा एक ही देखना कि कौन से ऐसे स्ट्रैटेजीज से बच्चों को एग्जाम में मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट हो पाए. अरे हाँ, वो कर रहा हूँ. ठीक, तो आप मेरी बात सुनिए कि कंप्लीट अपने टाइम पे हो जाएगा जो भी आपको डेडलाइन दी है. मैं एक बात बोलूँ आपको, आपको ये फोकस एज अ स्टूडेंट करना चाहिए कि एक, अभी सुनील सर से मेरी बात हुई थी, उन्होंने एक बहुत ही बढ़िया स्टेटमेंट बताया था. क्या ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्लास में सिलेबस खत्म होना या अपनी और से सिलेबस खत्म होना? इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है? पता नहीं आप उसको कैसे ले पा रहे हो। मैंने इतना आपको लॉ पढ़ा दिया और अपने आप को एक बार क्वेश्चन करो कि आपके कितने चैप्टर्स खत्म हुए हैं। और अगर आपकी आंसर आती है कि नहीं अभी हमारा 40% भी खत्म नहीं हुआ है, तो भाई अब क्लास में कब खत्म हो उस क्वेश्चन से उतना ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला। और मैं बार बार कंपैरिजन करूंगा। तो दुख होता है जब बच्चा बाहर जाए, पास हो जाए, हमें कोई टेंशन नहीं है। मैं हर बार बोलता रहता हूं, इस बार ऐसे झटके लगे हमको, बंदे गए बाहर, हमारे यहाँ पे फाउंडेशन में थे, काफ़ी अच्छे स्कोर है बच्चा। हम पता ना कितने साल के एक्सपीरियंस के बाद हम कह सकते हैं कि भाई आपकी मेहनत की लेवल अगर इतनी हो तो आप कितने ग्रुप्स पास कर पाओगे। ऐसा होता है अगर आपको मालूम होता है। लेकिन जब बच्चे यहाँ से गए तो हमारा पर्सनल टच चला गया। अब ऐसे बच्चे जो दोनों ग्रुप पास करने के डिजर्विंग थे, उनके नहीं हो पाए। तो मेरी यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि बेटा आप ये देखो कि अपने यहाँ पे कितना खत्म हुआ है, अपने यहाँ पे अपनी ओर से, और अपनी स्ट्रैटेजीज और प्लानिंग उस हिसाब से कीजिए। मैं जानता हूँ 5:30 तक क्लास होते हैं और भी आगे रहेंगे, लेकिन एक बात बताओ यार, 5:30 से रात के 11 बजे तक आप 2 घंटे नहीं निकाल पाओगे पढ़ने को? उतना मेरे हिसाब से मैनेजेबल होना चाहिए, सिर्फ 2 आवर्स। आप समझ रहे हो? उतना मैनेजेबल है। और ये जो क्राइस्ट का जो मैकेनिज्म है, उसमें आपके 2 फायदे, हर दिन के आप 2 घंटे निकाल पाओगे। दूसरा कि हम एक कंपैरिजन मारे तो बंदा यहाँ पे 11-12 बजे फ्री हो जाता है, बाहर की क्लास शुरू होती है 2-2:30 बजे, जहाँ तक मुझे याद है। उस बिटवीन में बच्चा सो जाता है घर पे जाकर, वहां से 8:30 बजे निकलेगा, घर पे जाते जाते 9, 9:30 बज जाएंगे, खाएगा पिएगा सो जाएगा, क्या पढ़ेगा वो? तो मैं ये कहता हूँ, ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है आपके यहाँ पे, उसमें थोड़ा डिले तो मैं नहीं कहूँगा, हम उसी टाइम पे खत्म करने वाले, करना ही है हमको। लेकिन अगर आप कंपेयर करोगे तो वही थियरी मैं आपको रिपीट करूंगा कि जो एंसन की जो, अगर हम छुट्टियां ना दें आप लोगों को, और अगर हम कंटिन्यू करें, आप आओ ना आओ हमसे क्या लेना देना। अगर हम एग्जैक्टली बाहर वाली स्ट्रेटेजी डाल दें यहाँ पे, हम आपको काम करो, आप मिड सेम में क्लास में नहीं हो, हम यहाँ पे मैं ऐसे बोल के रिकॉर्ड मार के दे दूंगा आपको, चलेगा? तो ऐसी जो चीजें आती है कि जल्दी कंप्लीट वहां पे हो जाए तो यहाँ पे नहीं आता, समथिंग लाइक, थोड़ा मैं इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट को कहूंगा बेटा, मेरे हिसाब से थोड़ा वाइसनेस इस्तेमाल होना चाहिए। बाकी आपके ऊपर है, हम कभी किसी को प्रेशराइज तो नहीं करेंगे, रेस्ट इज ऑन यू। तो अपने ओर से कंप्लीट कीजिए बेटा कि हमारे यहाँ से चैप्टर्स कितने खत्म हुए हैं। मेरे हिसाब से वो लिस्ट अभी आपकी बन जानी चाहिए। दे आर ऑलरेडी इन ऑलमोस्ट अबाउट टू एंटर इनटू February now. Am I clear in everyone's mind? अपने यहाँ से कितना खत्म हुआ इंस्टेड ऑफ की फैकल्टी के एंड से कितना खत्म हुआ है। चलिए हम शुरू करें अभी। ओके बच्चे, तो आइए बात करें सबसे पहले शेयर होल्डर्स वर्सेस मेंबर्स, उसके बारे में बात करें। So today if I am asking you this question that whether shareholders and the members, these two are the same concepts or the different concepts, what should you answer? These two are the different concepts. In what context? Look, if I talk about the shareholders, so what law says that shareholders are the persons who hold the shares. Who hold the shares. And holding the share is one of the mode to acquire membership. So what I'm trying to say, anyone who is the shareholder later or sooner, he's going to be what? You tell me which. Later or sooner he's going to be what? Later or sooner he is going to be what? The member of the company. So holding the share is one of the modes to acquire the membership, but it's not only the mode to acquire the membership. It is just one of the modes to acquire the membership. तो कहीं ना कहीं आज या कल वो मेंबर बनेगा ही बनेगा, इसमें कोई दो राहें नहीं है। बट स्टिल देयर आर सर्टेन सर्कमस्टेंसेस where shareholding and membership, these two are the different concepts. For example, I'm telling you, after the death of father, you tell me all the shares will go in whose hands? Can I say son? So as soon as the son obtains all the shares दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज द ट्रांसमिशन. हमने पहले भी पढ़ लिया, इसको हम ट्रांसमिशन के नाम से जानते हैं. तो क्या सन यहाँ पे ही इज अ मेंबर और ही इज जस्ट द शेयर होल्डर? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस? He is just a shareholder. Why? He is obtaining the share. Officially, he is now the owner of the shares, but still, in the company's records, whose name is appearing? Father's name. And therefore, father is member, son is not. Officially, on the record, I'm telling you. In fact, you try to understand that there are so many companies which do not have share capital. Do not have share capital. Now, I will tell you guys, the company which do not have the share capital, how can it have the shareholders? Whosoever remain there, they are nothing but what? Just members. Now here the biggest question comes, like according to the Companies Act, if you are a private company, minimum 2 members must be there what? As a member. And if you are a public company, minimum 7 members should be there what? As members. So if you do not have the share capital, the question comes like, how will you comply these provisions? So try to understand, guys, they are offering the membership fees by charging some fees. I think they are, you might have heard about this membership fees. Give me 3 lakhs rupees, you will become my member. Give me 5,000, you will become my member. And it depends like whether it's a lifetime membership or whether it is annual. But this is how the membership going on. But still, who is the member? So look, there are so many methods. One of the methods to acquire the membership is like the name of the person must be appearing in register of membership. The name must be appearing where? Please keep on writing, that's my request, so that you don't feel drowsy and don't sleep. अगर थोड़ा एक्टिव रहोगे तो ज़्यादा सही रहेगा. आप रजिस्टर ऑफ मेंबरशिप में जिसका नाम होगा उसको अपन क्या मानेंगे? मेंबर के नाम से चलेंगे उसको. But still, what the company law talks about that? Okay, let me show some points over there. According to, अगर हम जाए यहाँ पे MCA एंड ई बुक, हम बात करें यहाँ पे, ऑल राइट. सो प्रिलिमिनरी, दिस इज द डेफिनेशन. अभी हमको क्या पढ़ना है भाई? मेंबर. So whenever you go to the member, guys, it will lead you to go to section 2 subsection 55. So membership के यहाँ पे 3 क्राइटेरिया है, अगर आप यहाँ पे देख पाओ तो. Can you see this? The term membership has how many? Come down. This is 42, 44. ये रहा भाई member आपका. अब ये all these 3 points what are written, you see, subsection 55, clause 1, clause 2 and clause 3. These 3 you should learn first, and then we can go ahead. Okay? Let me start with the point number 2 first, because that's one of the easiest one. It is saying that every person who agrees in writing to become a member of the company and whose name is entered into what? Register of the membership is considered as what? The member. Now there are 2 important conditions. If I read the section 2 subsection 55, alright, in this मेरे पास 2 points हैं. First of all, he should be yes agrees in writing, and the second condition is his name is in register of membership. Whenever these 2 conditions are getting satisfied, I can consider you as what? My member. मैं आपको अपना member मान लूँगा. You are my member. मैं आपको अपना member unconditionally मान लूँगा, बिना किसी दिक्कत के मान लूँगा. I will accept you as my member. ठीक है. हाँ, रिटर्न एग्रीमेंट 2 तरीके से होता है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जब वो फॉर्म भरता है तो उसमें कंडीशन होती है कि भाई जो भी आर्टिकल्स और मेमोरेंडम में लिखा है हम उसको मानेंगे. जैसे आपकी साइन हो गई तो अल्टीमेटली आर्टिकल्स और मेमोरेंडम की जो भी कंडीशन है वो आपके लिए एग्रीमेंट हो गया, तो लीगल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आ गया. मैं शायद समझ गया आप ये पूछना चाहते हो कि कल की तरह ट्रस्टी जैसा कॉन्सेप्ट क्यों नहीं है. ठीक है, तो ये मैंडेटरी होता है. डिबेंचर होल्डर्स में तो भाई कब होता है कि आप डिबेंचर में जाओ, मैंडेटरी नहीं होता इसीलिए. लेकिन मेंबरशिप तो कंपलसरी है, मिनिमम. ओके, agrees in writing और name is in register of membership. So guys, tell me what are the modes जब हम ये कह सकते हैं that you are giving your consent in writing. So first of all, guys, transfer. During the transfer, can I say that you are agreeing in writing? जब भी भाई आप ट्रांसफर करते हो तो क्या ये agreeing in writing है या नहीं है? Okay. Second is when you apply to IPO, that is what calls the subscribing the shares. Can I say, my dear student, that you are agreeing in writing that yes, you want to become the member of the company? Come on. Yeah. So these two are the methods where you are agreeing in writing that you want to become the member of company. ठीक है? Shares. So you have to file the transfer form. So transferee, whenever he's signing, ultimately is agreeing ना that okay fine, I would like to become your member. I would like to become your member. ठीक है, ये बात होगी. Subsection 55 clause 1 एक अजीब व गरीब कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में बताता है. उस कॉन्सेप्ट का नाम है, राइट डाउन, डीम्ड मेंबर्स. ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है. प्लीज राइट डाउन डीम्ड मेंबर्स. किसके बारे में बात कर रहा है भैया? It is about the deemed members. So what do you mean by here the term called the deemed members? You are not a member by having your name into the register of membership, but still you will be considered as member. So how come? Conditions की बात रही. You understand, as soon as the company gets incorporated, do you expect the company to have the register of membership from the day one? Because ultimately you have not still have issued your shares. So how can you have the membership and membership register? तो उन्होंने क्या कहा कि whosoever signed the memorandum or articles, whosoever signed what? Memorandum or articles, whose name is right now not appearing in the register of membership, but it would be appeared after the incorporation. Whenever you're preparing the register of membership, then such subscriber to the memorandum and articles are also what? They are members. But we will consider them as the deemed members. Deemed members. Does it make sense? So look at guys here, what is written in the subsection 1, the subscriber to the memorandum of the company who shall be deemed to have agreed to become a member of the company and on the company's registration, they should be considered as what? Exactly. So these people would be considered as what? Members. Excuse me. Hello? क्लास में शुरू होती है अर्जुन जी. अब करूँ बात अपना ब्रेक में. अच्छा. All right. So deemed members means who are the subscribers to the memorandum. So look, whenever I'm just reading this definition, students do not have problem with the subsection 1 or clause 1 and the clause 2. The real problem start when they read the clause 3. Clause 3 में सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम आती है, because what is in the clause 3? Every person holding the shares of the company and whose name is entered as a beneficial owner in the records of the depository. This is the point where they are raising the lots of doubt. जैसे सर ये समझ में नहीं आया हमको, इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? You try to understand. There are 3 conditions. Condition number 1, they are holding the shares. Second term, whether you are the most confused, is the as beneficial. Is it in the study material? Oh no? Okay, you don't have right. And the third one is in the records of depository. These 3 main terms are there. Here the biggest question comes, why ये क्या कहना चाहता है? तो आइए हम समझते guys, assume that there is one company right now who is very famous named Zerodha. Okay, can anyone tell me Zerodha का मेन काम क्या होता है? बताओ. Zerodha का मेन काम क्या होता है? Broking नहीं है. It is providing a facility to its members, to its customers, so that they can go for online trading. Does it provide this facility or not? I'm asking you a simple question. Does it provide this facility or not, so that Zerodha's customers can go where? Online trading. Demat account create करके demat से trading कर सके. ऐसा होता है या नहीं होता? Obviously yes. But एक मुझे बात बताओ guys, how the stock market is working. So first of all guys, understand there is a big market called Bombay Stock Exchange. So try to understand this is BSE. Bombay Stock Exchange has a wonderful software, and this powerful software is managed by the two companies you must have heard about, NSDL and CDSL. You get my point? In this software, lots of companies' shares are getting listed. Try to understand the entire hierarchy. Shares listed. So please try to understand the entire hierarchy. आप पूरी hierarchy को समझिए one by one. Shares listed. Do you really think that once the shares are listed, companies are buying the shares of each other? Answer is no. Customers are buying the shares of each other. But Bhavna, today do you have direct access to the software? Tell me which website provides you the direct access to the software? No software. Compulsorily, my dear student, you have to take the help of the broker. Are Hayana? You have to get the help of the broker. Because only broker has the license either in National Stock Exchange or in the Bombay Stock Exchange, so that it can provide to its customer a facility of login ID and password. Come on. So ultimately, whenever you are buying or selling the shares, you are not buying. Zerodha is buying, Zerodha is selling. Is it true or not? Is it true or not? You are not buying. You are not selling. Who is buying and who is selling? Zerodha is buying, Zerodha is selling. आप कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो बेटा. Zerodha is buying, Zerodha is selling. यही Zerodha ही करेंगे. तो ये जो ब्रोकर होता है ना, उसी को हम कहते हैं डीपीज बोलते हैं. डीपीज का फुल फॉर्म बताओ. एग्जैक्टली इसको हम कहते हैं डिपॉजिटरी पार्टिसिपेंट्स. Clear? Now every day you understand. Let me tell you the biggest problem about the register of membership. Do you understand that in the share market every second a lot of fluctuations are happening? In the share market, today you are the member, just after the next 1 hour, like you may not be the member, somebody else is the member. If he is sold to somebody else is the member. So I'm telling you, for the one particular share, it's quite possible that there are lots of fluctuations. Is it possible for the company to record all the fluctuations in one register? Come on guys, today I want to give you the job. Let's join the Infosys Limited. Your salary is 50 lakhs rupees per annum, and the job is just to maintain the register of membership manually. आपको सिर्फ वो fluctuations record करना है. Chirag was the member for 1 hour, Paras was the member for 2 days, something like that. You have to keep on maintaining this. Is it possible? Even if I'm giving you 50 lakhs rupees per annum, it's very hectic. It's very hectic because in one company, it's quite possible that there are more than 10,000 changes every day. How can you record 10,000 entries, brother? Not possible. Yes or no? So don't you think it's a practical problem? In order to solve this, what they have done is they listed companies precisely. I'm talking about the listed companies whose shares are in the stock market, whose stocks are in the demat account, like dematerialized form, electronic form. What law has made the rules for them is like as soon as you are listed, your register of membership will not contain the name of shareholder. Will not contain the shareholder. Let me tell you guys, shareholder is the last body in my entire discussion here. समझ रहे हो? So company's register will not contain the name of the shareholders, but it will contain the name of, so if I'm talking about, let's say, company's register over here, precisely the listed company whose shares are in dematerialized form. So what happens here is register of membership will not contain the name of shareholders, but it will contain the names of DPs. DP stands for exactly depository participants. Because you understand the members can keep on changing. For example, you are just a member for the 2 days. After 2 days, the same shares are in the hands of somebody else. But if I keep the name of Zerodha, it's not that much fluctuations. Come on. I have to just record every month or every 15 days that what was the opening balance of the shares, fluctuations, and closing balance. That's all. I don't need to record each and every entry. So just by putting this provision, can I say like this, that somehow the company law has tried to put down the burden of company recording the transactions? Make sense or not? But my point is, if the register of membership contains the name of DPs and not the name of, तो ये क्या बात है भाई, ये तो गलत है, ये तो गलत है ना. तो फिर इसे हम कैसे करेंगे? तो उन्होंने क्या कहा, नो मैटर द रजिस्टर ऑफ मेंबरशिप कंटेन्स द नेम ऑफ DPs, बट अल्टीमेटली हु इज गेटिंग द बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस शेयर्स? Answer is what? So guys, the shareholders are known as beneficial owners. I hope this word is clear. Go on. Beneficial owners. Now here the question comes, as far as the members or definition of the membership is concerned, register of membership in this example contain whose name? Containing whose name? DP's name. But DP's don't deserve to have the real membership right now, because shareholders have paid the money. And that's why it is written that beneficial owner who is appearing in the records of DP would be the member. So here ultimately who are the members, guys? Shareholders. But whose name is not appearing in the register of membership? उनका नाम कहाँ पे होगा? DP's के records में होगा. Now let's say company wants to issue the dividend. Company doesn't have records. Who has the records? Depository participant. So few days before, when this concept is known as the closure of membership register. Closure of membership register means what? During that temporary time, fluctuations won't be recorded. Otherwise, don't you think it would be very difficult for the company to get the exactly perfect list to come out? Because every day there are lot of fluctuations. तो उसको हम कहते हैं closing the register of membership. So let's say guys, my general meeting is going to be completed let's say on after 30 days. 30 days prior I have to extract what? The list of the members. So I will order my company's secretary, don't record any new fluctuations. Wait, let the old list come. So only old list holders will get the invitations. No matter after getting the invitation you have sold the shares, but still invitation is valid. You cannot say the company that why have you allowed him? Come on guys, company cannot keep the record consistently. Yes or no? उस वक्त जब नोटिस दे दिया तो दे दिया, बाद में ट्रांसफर हुए शेयर्स, तो कंपनी की क्या गलती है? तो it's called the closure of membership register. In fact there are some provisions also, but I do not want to go over there. मुझे वहां पे नहीं जाना है. क्या मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है आप लोगों को? ठीक है, let's go here now. Okay, so I guess guys all the three meanings are clear in everyone's mind. Now you read, every person who is holding the shares of the company but whose name is entered as a beneficial owner in the records of a depository. Why the law had to give this? Because company's records do not contain the name of shareholders. In this situation it's not possible even. Yes or no? So guys, I hope section 2 subsection 5, the entire meaning and the three different concepts are clear in everyone's mind. Yes or no?
So the dividends that they pay, the company pays, that goes to the deposit participant, and then
No.
it goes to
That's what I say, that whenever company wanted to pay dividend or they want to issue the notice, they will tell the DPs to give the data, give the bank account number, give the addresses, give the email IDs, give the contact numbers, like this. And based upon that data, today we have the technology, everything would be given in the Excel like sheet, and then company will proceed.
So there is no ROC involved in this.
No. Come on, if ROC involvement is there, don't you think the entire process will become so hectic? It's smoothly going on now. It's smoothly going on, and if you have any complaint, tribunal is there. Why ROC should come into? At the end of the day, you have to just file the return with the ROC about changing of the equities or the shareholder, something. That's all. और ज़्यादा आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना. Okay, बच्चा, is the definition is clear? Now students, the next question what I would like to ask is like shareholders and the members. Look, my small request is, आपके Google में जब आप जाओगे तो shareholder and members difference के ऊपर आपको कई सारे रेडीमेड इमेजेस मिल जाएंगे. वाह, PDF पहली बार आया है. PDF पहली बार इन लोग I think this is today only it is issued पहले नहीं था. Okay, look at guys. Distinction between I would say let me take some high-end image. Yeah, I think it's good. ठीक है, इसको जरा देख लीजिए. I know it's a little bit blur, but I guess you can read it out. Member, a person whose name is entered into the register of membership. It's known as what? He is known as what? Member. A person who owns the shares is the shareholder. Companies Act 2030 defines the member, but Companies Act doesn't define the word shareholder. The holder of the share warrant is not a member. Now this is very interesting. Share warrant is nothing but the bearer instrument. And law clearly provides that as soon as the share certificate got converted to share warrant, immediately the person's name would be deleted from the membership register because it's a bearer instrument. Bearer का मतलब क्या होता है? It gets transferred from just a mere delivery. आपको transfer form भरने की जरूरत नहीं है.
What is the share warrant?
It is a bearer instrument which will give you it's a document of title, just like a Sales of Goods Act. Whosoever is holding the share warrant would be considered as a shareholder, but he will not be considered as a member. Why is not a member? Because right now company how would know that who is holding the share warrant? वो तो bearer check की तरह है, किसी को भी आप दे दो वो बन जाएगा. But there is an exception. He would be considered as the member only if the articles permits. ये ध्यान रखना. In old IPCC, lot of questions been asked based upon that. Whether share warrant holder is a member or not, the general answer is what? No. But what if your article permits then? What if your articles permits then? तो फिर वो member माना जाएगा. But do you get me what I'm saying? Good. The holder of the share warrant is a shareholder, of course. Every company must have minimum number of members, but there is no any provision you should have minimum number of shareholders. अरे भाई आप बना के लिख सकते हो ना. A person who signs the memorandum and of association, he automatically becomes what? Member. He is known as the deemed member. After signing the memorandum, a person can become a shareholder only if the shares are given to him. Guys, is this I would say difference is clear in everyone's mind? भावना, I guess she wants to write. Should I zoom it? जिसको लिखना है उसको लिख लो. मैं आपको 2 मिनट दे रहा हूँ. ठीक है.
अरे भाई charges after this, like after the break.
I do deposit.
Good charges.
Either deposit for a deposit and deposit.
Okay, dimensions only. Questions being easy. Every time you make questions easy.
हो गया.
That goes in there. This two just the ICA investigations. Like I just go to the
content part and solve questions. For now, later on I'll see that for MBBs activities. Earlier chapter is ordinary. It's lengthy given us many questions. Restaurant management and administration. First option OCM everything is fine. That is fine. That is also fine. Everything is from module 3 also it's fine. Pharma module that we must handle because it's a new thing. It's not fine. It's not fine. First time fail and even the companies incorporated actually. First time. Multiple questions will be that was used every paper 30 marks. No, that the first time continuously we are the ones who
Alright, Richa, after that we are moving towards who can become member of company. That's the next question what I would like to take here. Fine. Who can become members? So we have few questions. Please go one by one and उसका logic आपको समझना है क्या है क्या नहीं है. For example, can company become member in another? What about the individual? What about the foreigner? What about the partnership firm? What about the HUF? What about the trust? What about the cooperative society? What about the trade union? What about the trade union? और क्या रहा है हमें? Almost everything has come. ठीक है? जहाँ तक मुझे करना था उस सवाल यहाँ और एक आखिरी में आएगा GDR होल्डर. राइट डाउन GDR होल्डर. GDR होल्डर. ठीक है. सो भाई फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज लाइक कैन कंपनी बिकम मेंबर ऑफ कंपनी. तो एक बात ध्यान रखो, छोटी सी बात है दैट एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच हैज द पर्सनालिटी, जिसके पास क्या हो पर्सनालिटी, ही इज अलाउड to become member in the company. So first and foremost things like what you should have is आपके पास क्या होना चाहिए भाई? You must have to have what? Legal personality. Personality, separate legal existence. Not only legal existence, but कौन सा existence होना चाहिए? Separate legal existence. And once you have it, right, you will be considered as what? Eligible to be a member. तो सबसे पहले company. You tell me guys whether company does have. After answer to that question is absolutely yes. Company has it. तो जो company है वो definitely क्या बन सकता है? Member बन सकता है. Undoubtedly. Good. What about the foreign company? वो भी बन सकता है. Provided they have to consider the RBI guidelines, how much they can invest in the Indian different प्रोविजंस. ठीक है. कंपनी में एक चीज लिखो, एक्सेप्ट ओपीसी एवरी कंपनी कैन बिकम. एक्सेप्ट ओपीसी एवरी कंपनी कैन बिकम मेंबर. एक ओपीसी नहीं बन सकती. इन द ओपीसी ही शुड बी ओनली इंडिविजुअल. बिकॉज ऐसा वैसा इंडिविजुअल नहीं. कैसा इंडिविजुअल होना चाहिए? सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया. Yeah. Not only every individual cannot become. Okay. Second is, can individual become member in the company? After answer is absolutely yes. Can foreigner become member in the company? Answer is absolutely yes, because he is also what? Individual and has been the personality. But during war, he would be considered as alien, enemy, and membership rights will be suspended. Right out. Membership rights will be suspended during the war. Okay, what about the partnership firm? Can it become member in the company? बेटा उसकी लीगल पर्सनालिटी नहीं होती. तो आंसर इज नो. but there's only one exception,
And
not LLP. LLP अच्छा हो आपने बेटा याद करवाया, वो मैं इधर डाल दूंगा. Can LLP become member in the other company or not? But if I talk about the partnership firm, the real answer is no. But only in one company, the partnership firm is allowed to become a member, and the name of that company is
in section 8 of the Package
exactly. I think आपने फाउंडेशन में पढ़ा होना चाहिए कहीं ना कहीं. That in section 8 company, the firm is allowed to become member. ठीक है. What about LLP? Obviously, it has the separate legal existence. तो आंसर यहाँ पे yes ही आने वाली है. But HUF doesn't have any separate legal personality, and therefore answer is no. You cannot apply in the name of HUF, but in the name of members of the HUF you can if you want. Can trust become member in the company or not? So there are two types of trust. So write down, only registered trust is allowed. Unregistered trust is not allowed. Cooperative society, obviously yes, it has the registration, and on the registration it obtains the status of what? On registration it obtains the status of separate legal existence. So answer to that question is absolutely yes, वो आप कर सकते हैं. What about the trade union? Guys, trade union required to be registered under the registration of the Union Act, and as soon as it gets the registration, it gets the separate legal personality. So answer to that question is obviously yes. All right. एक और question आती है, what about the minor?
Follow the guidelines of the union.
Not only guidelines, वो एक्ट में सब कुछ दिया गया है. So as soon as you get registered over there, you will be getting the certificate of registration that will give you the separate personality. So trade unions have the right to file the case in its own name. Trade unions can own the property. In fact, have you seen the trade union has the right to file the case on the company? So why the trade union is allowed to file the case? Because it has the personality. Personality. I hope I'm clear. ठीक है. Can minor become member in the company? So better try to understand. Minor is not competent to enter into contract, so it cannot. Minor cannot apply for the shares. However, he can be what? Member as transferee. If somebody is transferring the shares, then if company is allowed it, member doesn't have any problems. So it's a warning to the company. They should not allow the share to minor if the shares are partly paid up. Why? Shares are partly paid up. Because if the shares are partly paid up and later on the minor doesn't pay the amount, it would be a huge problem. So you have to get this kinds of agreement signed by the transferer, that in future if the minor doesn't pay liability, then who needs to pay the liability? Transferer. On that condition they may allow the transfer. Possible or not? So guys, write down in case of, okay, मुझे लिखो ना, आप खुद आप अपने हिसाब से नोट्स लिख लो. In case of partly paid up shares, please try to understand. Minor is not liable if it doesn't pay. Alright, so company should make the arrangement that if minor doesn't pay, then who should pay? You tell me who should pay? Then transferor should pay. तो ऐसा आपका एक arrangement वहां पे होना चाहिए. क्या बच्चा लोग मेरी बात समझ में आई आपको? ऐसा कुछ अरेंजमेंट वहां पे होना चाहिए. ठीक है. What about the GDR holder? Now before I move to the GDR holder, because we have two important questions on GDR. आइए बात करते हैं बच्चों GDR पे. हमारे पास ये दो बातें हैं. पहला, whether GDR is a member or not, and second is how to issue GDRs. तो बिफोर आई मूव टू द GDR, आप लोगों ने फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट पूरा पढ़ लिया है, FM. बताइए बच्चे पहले GDR क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ GDR? शाबाश. अच्छा, वो क्या होता है? अच्छा, आपको फुल फॉर्म पता, आपको उसका मतलब नहीं पता, तो आप लोग कर क्या रहे हो? आइए बेटा, सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं डिपॉजिटरी. देखो इसमें एक वर्ड कॉमन है, डिपॉजिटरी. डिपॉजिटरी इज नथिंग बट द स्टॉक मार्केट सिस्टम ऑफ एनी कंट्री। अरे भाई समझ में आ रही बात? चलिए तो हम कुछ शेयर्स के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात करते हैं। देयर आर टू इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स लाइक ओके कंपनी एंड डिपॉजिटरी। तो क्या होगा इफ कंपनी इज इंडियन एंड डिपॉजिटरी इज ऑल्सो इंडियन, तो क्या बनेगा? इज इक्वल टू whatever is that either is a shares or it will be debentures। दोनों में से एक सिक्योरिटी हो सकती है। अरे हाँ है ना, but I'm not talking debentures now, I'm taking about the ownership instrument, capital instrument, so that's a shares। तो उसे हम क्या कहेंगे? But what would be your answer if company is American but depository is Indian? तो क्या बनेगा बताओ? अच्छा अभी इसको हम शेयर्स मानेंगे। फॉरेन कंपनी शेयर्स गॉट लिस्टेड इन इंडियन स्टॉक मार्केट, तो हम उसको क्या बोलेंगे? हम उसको बोलेंगे IDR, इंडियन डिपॉजिटरी रिसीट। रिसीट विच इज इश्यूड थ्रू इंडियन डिपॉजिटरी। वी कैन नॉट कॉल इट एज शेयर्स ना, वी कैन नॉट कॉल इट एज शेयर्स। ऑल राइट, बट व्हाट वुड बी योर आंसर इफ कंपनी इज इंडियन बट गॉट लिस्टेड इन अमेरिकन डिपॉजिटरी? तो अब जो बनेगा उसको क्या? देखिए अब आपका लॉजिक आने लगा। हम उसको बोलेंगे ADR। ADR का मतलब क्या हुआ? अमेरिकन डिपॉजिटरी रिसीट। अमेरिकन डिपॉजिटरी रिसीट, उसे हम कहेंगे अमेरिकन डिपॉजिटरी रिसीट। ADR बोलते हैं उस चीज को, हम उसे ADR के नाम से जानते हैं। द सेम वे गाइस वी अंडरस्टैंड इफ Indian companies shares are getting listed on Japan, so company is Indian but it is Japan, whatever is that उसको अपन JDR बोल सकते हैं, Japanese depository receipt। अरे yes or no? Same way Indian company shares but more than one global depositories, तो फिर ये जो बनेगा वो क्या होगा? वो आएगा my dear students GDR। So guys, Indian shares when are allowed to be floated in more than one global stock exchange. However, there is one setup in the system where there's consortium. Consortium, you understand, for example, European consortium, some American African consortium. So when you put your shares into that system, not only it will be reflected in one stock market but it will be reflected in multiple stock markets. So this concept is known as GDR। क्या इतनी बात समझ में आई? But ultimately in the GDR Indian shares are involved, और अगर Indian shares involved है तो membership का concept आएगा। आइए before I go let's go how to issue GDR। write down how to issue GDR। बट ये GDR का concept आपके syllabus में होना चाहिए। I have doubt कि it is there or not, let me just find it out। So my request is to go to ICS website and after going to there, let's click on this beautiful button called the BOS Knowledge Portal। उसके बाद आप जाइए वही अपने न्यू सिलेबस में इंटर इंग्लिश मीडियम, go to your corporate and other laws। which module this अरे यार एक काम करते हम सभी के सभी मॉड्यूल्स के ऊपर देख लेते हैं। अब नहीं देखना बेटा, सब कुछ चेक करने का मेरा वो नहीं है यहाँ पे। GDR कहाँ है भाई? आपने देखा था कभी? देखते ट्राई करते। मुझे डाउट है कि GDR यहाँ पे मिलेगा। एक काम करो बेटा, मुझे इतना टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना है ढूंढने में, वो आप स्वयं ढूंढ लेना, मैं सीधा प्रोसेस शुरू कर रहा हूँ। ओके गाइस, आई एम गिविंग यू वन ब्रीफ इज लाइक अ शॉर्टकट कि आपको कैसे याद रखना है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू मस्ट हैव प्रोविजन इन आर्टिकल्स ऑफ एसोसिएशन, then you have to pass what special resolution। You tell me guys, here international currency is getting involved or not involved? So guys, you have to take care about these two important guidelines। The first is the FEMA guidelines, उसका भी ध्यान में रखना है। दूसरा आपको सेबी का गाइडलाइंस भी ध्यान में रखना है, और थर्ड आपको रखना है RBI रेगुलेशंस। इन तीनों का आपको ध्यान रखना है। Now, how would you issue your shares in international market? That's what the simple questions. Like, would you really today? Okay. Who is Sachin Tendulkar in India? I guess if I ask this question, you will find me as insane. ये पागल हो गया सचिन को नहीं जानता यार. But let me tell you, the long back in India, India conducted a F1 race. F1 race जानते हो अब इंडिया में? And a lot of international celebrities came to India, and one of the British actors like his name is Akinton या ऐसा कोई नाम है वो मिस्टर बीन जो प्ले किया है उसका नाम हाँ मिस्टर रोमन. He came to India, and suddenly all the people crowded started moving and started rushing and started saying Sachin Haya. So that Mr. Akinton was like, who is this Sachin? He asked the question, who is this Sachin? In India, you're standing in an Indian stadium in front of Indian people when you're asking this question, who is Sachin? But what would be your reaction? ये पागल है क्या? आपकी रिएक्शन क्या होगी? ये पागल हो गया, सचिन को नहीं जानता. बट वो नहीं जानता. What I'm trying to say, Mukesh Ambani is famous in India. How many billionaires of the United States of America you know by heart, except Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg? आप कितनों को जानते हो? मेरे हिसाब से एक भी नहीं. कुछ few. Same you Mr. Mukesh Ambani is famous in India. You cannot expect him that whole world knows him. हम ऐसा नहीं कह सकते. So today, if Reliance Industries Limited wants to issue the shares in America, first of all, my question is which country's rules will be followed, Indian rules or foreign rules? Answer is foreign rules. So आपको सबसे पहले foreign rules को follow करना पड़ेगा. Now, if you see, I would say, Mukesh Ambani go to America or international market and start shouting, my company is good and blah blah blah. Do you really think that they would agree to that? Because Adani is good company in India, but internationally, Hindenburg is the great example. Internationally, Adani is not because ranking wise, it doesn't deserve that much good rankings because over debt. If government withdraws the support, what happens to Adani? Gone, bacha. I'm telling you, it's gone. So it's not exaggeration if I say that yes, Adani is a puppet of the government. I would say all the financial need of the government, Adani is completing. Kaise? Government will help you to earn the huge profit, and out of the profit, some part you have to donate to BJP. जब बेटा BJP को डोनेशन आएगी तो वो पॉलिटिक्स में बेटा कुछ भी कर सकती है. हाँ है ना? So why should I not say that BJP is not a businessman? Sleeping partner. एक सीधी सी बात है, मैं तुझे इतना बेनिफिट करवा के दूंगा, इतना परसेंट मेरे को चाहिए, लेकिन किसी को दिखता नहीं है क्योंकि टूटा टुकड़ों में होता है. Best way to manage the illegal things is like break it down. Don't allow it in one sequence. Sequence को क्या कर दो? छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में तोड़ दो, तो हर किसी को हर एक जो पीस है वो लेजिटिमेट लगेगा. अल्टीमेटली जब आप पूरा पिक्चर कनेक्ट करो तो दिखेगा, oh my god. Look, I'm not blaming BJP on that. I think it's a smart move. Perhaps the things what Congress couldn't learn since last 70 years, BJP learned so fast, and it's enjoying the fruits. Maybe Mr. Kejriwal tried but failed, but I don't want to go into that. तो मुझे बात बताओ, Indian leaders, Indian business leaders are not recognized by international forum. तो क्या करना होगा? You have to hire someone who is already well recognized, well established, well reputed in that market. आपको उनको hire करना पड़ेगा. Make it sense or not? And tell them, you please advertise on our behalf and we will pay you some commission. How the idea is? If I want to get the Japanese investment, if I alone go or if I hire some Japanese firm, which one is the more effective way? भाई ज़्यादा सही कौन सा रहेगा बताओ? जापानीज फॉर्म रहेगी. क्या मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है? जापानीज फॉर्म रहेगी वहां पे. Same guys they have said right on the next step is appoint overseas custodian bank. क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे? ओवरसीज कस्टोडियन बैंक. उसका मेन काम क्या रहा है? विच विल मैनेज द GDR इश्यू इन दैट मार्केट. Which will manage the GDR issue in that market. Which will manage the GDR issue in that market. उस मार्केट में GDR को मैनेज करेगा, ये पॉइंट, in that particular market. Do you get what I'm saying? Till this, everyone clear? ठीक है. Now about the money received. Money received. Okay, Indian government doesn't want anyone to deposit the money at any other place. So money received should be deposited in any foreign bank scheduled by Reserve Bank of India or any branch of Indian bank. Any branch of Indian bank. And after then, on successful receipt of money issue GDR receipts, or it's nothing but known as what, certificates, to all the GDR holders. So this is what a small process. I just try to tell you in the brief. I could have even gone to much more in detail, but that's not needed. This is, I think, more than sufficient as far as this part is concerned. चलो बच्चे, यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया आप लोगों को बात? Shreyas, are you clear to this? Okay, fine. Now here are some fundamental questions. Ultimately, assume that if I have today 1,000 crore rupees as the total share capital, I would like to tell you that 70% is the share capital. So 700 crores I have received as what? My Indian share capital. But 300 crores I have received as GDR. But ultimately GDR is also my share capital, ना? वो तो GDR दिखता है, but वो तो मेरा share. 300 crores I have received in what sense? In foreign exchange. That is only the difference. But this 300 is nothing but what? This 300 is nothing but what? It is also my share capital. So your biggest question comes like whether GDR holder are members. But the answer to that question is no, they are not members. They are not members, and therefore they cannot enjoy all the rights of membership. They cannot enjoy all the rights of membership. Do you understand what I am saying? क्या मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है आप लोगों को? हेलो, वो एंजॉय नहीं कर पाएंगे. Pardon? It's very difficult to manage the identity. In India, we can at least have the Aadhaar card, PAN card, like things. If anybody randomly just attending my general meeting, how would I identify who is he? Because you understand, all the collections, evidences are collected by that custodian bank, overseas depository bank. Do you understand? Overseas custodian bank या overseas depository bank. उसके दो नाम हैं. हमें कैसे पता कि वो कौन सी बैंक है? हमें थोड़ी पता है उसके बारे में. All right. So they are not members. So that's what the answer number one. Second is, can they vote? Can they vote? Answer is no, they cannot vote. Then who can vote? So write down, guys. The notice of general meeting shall be issued to overseas depository bank, जिसको मैं ODB कहूँगा, custodian bank. It is allowed to attend and to vote in company. So this bank officers will come and look. I'm not saying that this 30%, 300 crores voting would happen. Voting will happen, but not through GDR holders, but through who? And do you really think if you are just issuing the invitations to all the GDR holders, will they fly to India all the ways? No. That is also unfair, no? Come on.
Yes.
So what will happen is they will invite that custodian bank, and the entire 30% voting should be given to that custodian bank. Are you getting me? वो पूरा वोटिंग कस्टोडियन बैंक को ही दिया जाएगा एंड बैंक देन विल कम टू अटेंड द मीटिंग विल जस्ट आई वुड से प्रोवाइड ऑल द रेफरेंसेस विल प्रोवाइड whatever suggestions it wants to give and
So the shares which are given to the GDR holders, those are managed by custodian bank.
exactly. For example, dividend will not be paid to directly. Exactly, now this is where your point is coming. Okay, as far as dividend is concerned, dividend shall be given to overseas depository bank and then it will be given to the GDR holders. So ultimately, as far as the GDR is concerned, for the company who is the member, ODB, not the GDR holders.
So in the register of members.
Exactly, ODB is there. OB लिख दो. Register of members shall contain name of ODB, Overseas Depository Bank, और कोई वहां पे कंटेन नहीं करेगा. चलो बेटा, यहां तक समझ में आई बात है? ठीक है. So that is something about, I would say, GDR होल्डर्स. अब दो बातें यहाँ पे बची है. राइट्स ऑफ मेंबर्स, राइट ऑफ बच्चों, होमवर्क है. होमवर्क है, वो मैं नहीं करवाने वाला. ठीक है, क्योंकि उसमें सी ए फाइनल, सी इंटर के कई सारे राइट्स हैं. तो आप सिर्फ एक बार देख लो, कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो बताना. मोड्स टू सीज द मेंबरशिप. So if you transfer your shares, what will happen? What if your shares are forfeited? What if company goes for a winding up? What if there is amalgamation? What if I would say there is buyback, surrender of the shares? So these all are the modes to seize your membership. Do you want more explanation on that here? It's very easy. Yeah, I can. Write down first of all.
So there is no consolidation.
Pardon?
Consolidation.
Consolidation is the different. Consolidation is the share capital you are taking, na? Talking.
This is.
Consolidation in what context? I'm talking about the amalgamation. When two companies are getting merged, that's what you are saying. The word is not consolidation. It's a amalgamation.
No, so there is another one. Consolidation.
That happens in the subsidiary.
Okay.
Consolidation is available only for the financial statements. ये कहाँ से आया? तो लिखो सबसे पहले ट्रांसफर, उसके बाद ट्रांसमिशन, उसके बाद फ्लो फीचर, ऑलराइट, उसके बाद ट्रिब्यूनल्स ऑर्डर. What if tribunal orders and says that your shares are terminated? As soon as it is terminated, your membership comes to the ending. Company goes into winding up. After then, buyback of the shares. After then, death of the person. Insolvency of the person. Alright, and so on. You can write a lot of things, but in exam, if you write just 6 to 7 points, I think that's more than sufficient. Am I clear? Surrender नहीं लिखा ना? Surrender of the shares. ठीक है. So with this, I would like to announce that whatever I wanted to discuss. या एक और चीज रह गया है कि मेंबरशिप बाय एस्टोपल. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय मेंबरशिप बाय एस्टोपल? वो जो पार्टनर बाय एस्टोपल वाला कंसेप्ट है, सेम रिपीटेड है. या लाइक यू आर नॉट अ मेंबर, but by mistake your name is registered into the register of membership and you are enjoying the benefits. So you are here member by estoppel. You are not actually member, but you are pretending yourself as a what? Member. And you are enjoying the benefits also. So guys, if you are enjoying the benefits, whatever liability also comes, you have to bear. So that's called the member by estoppel. Got it? So with this, I would like to announce that your membership chapter. So far, whatever I wanted to discuss is coming to the end now. ठीक है? Small break you want to take now or just a direct lunch break? Small break. You say you are Janta Janardhan. 132. It depends upon your hostel. Like hostel पे क्या है मुझे नहीं पता. अभी आप एक काम कीजिए 10-15 मिनट का ब्रेक लीजिए 10 to 15 minutes. 12 o'clock I will start continuously. Then I will run by 1:30. एक और चैप्टर खा जाएंगे हम. Now deposit and charge. इसमें से एक दो उठा लेंगे. Charge ले लेते पहले. Deposit I will keep at the end.
So first deposits and then charge.
The first charge and then deposit. वो ऐसा because charge is little bit easier. If I start taking deposit, I have a doubt कि आप उसको ले पाओगे या नहीं ले पाओगे.
So after the break.
And deposit, what happens like I will give you some sufficient break and then I will start. देखो चार्ज खत्म कर लेते
So
हैं.
charge will also be going 1.5.
1.5 more than खत्म हो जाएगा.
So 1:30.
मेरा एक ही देखो my intention is like I want to cover up everything like what's so far is applicable to your exam. So my request is please keep on noting all these topics because they are not there in your study material. तो ये जरा ध्यान में रखना थोड़ा कुछ. ठीक है? चलिए इसको स्टॉप कर